Hey guys, it's your girl Joey from the DK Podcast. Welcome back to episode number 13.2, the second half of the recap for 11.2 with my bestie, Cornell Titus. In this episode, we will be discussing Cornell's role as a Parton Fellow at PCSI, Pittsburgh Community Service, Inc. I hope you pick up all the jewels that he put down. You looking for a Parton? Check them out. We will see you guys at the end of the episode.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Justin
Joey.
and we are here with episode 13.2, reviewing episode 11.2, Cornell Titus Jr.
Yes.
The second part, the second half. So this is your
Yes.
best friend, and
Yes.
we talked a lot about him as a person.
We did.
And we talked about your relationship with him.
Yes.
But now we are going to focus on
The business
his
part
work.
of it.
Yeah,
Yes.
his work. So let's talk about his work.
Before we get into that, because remember, we had something going on about the dog's name.
Yes.
And
it was a stripper name.
It What was it? You remember?
Misty.
Yes, it was.
That's right.
It
I knew a
was
few
Misty.
Misty
Yes, absolutely.
in my day.
So if anybody
I shouldn't have said that. I did. I'm just saying. Don't show my mom this podcast.
if anybody had Misty as the name and they put it down in the chat, Justin owes you $100.
I'm using that $100 for Misty. I digress. So let's talk about what we're here to talk about, which is
Absolutely.
the episode at hand. So
Yes.
let's talk about the work. What does he do? What does he do? Who is he? What does he do?
Cornell actually, and you would know this if you checked out 11.2, but he works for a organization that helps with people obtaining pardons.
Pardons. What do you mean? Like pardon a turkey? He's about to die?
No.
We talking
Is that-
like
I don't even know.
They do that.
Oh.
Somebody does. A
Okay.
president pardons a turkey every year.
Oh yeah, that is right. You're so right. You're so
Yes,
right.
yes.
And kinda, sorta.
Okay.
Yeah, the same thing. But you're not a turkey, and it's not the president, but it's the governor.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, at least in Pennsylvania, it is. So, people like myself, like Cornell, who has felonies, you have to request for a pardon for your record to pretty much be. I don't want to use the expunged because expunged is a whole nother situation, but it's to clear your record, to give you a new start, pretty much.
Okay.
So they deal with pardons, and they also deal with expungements as well.
Yeah. It's very interesting because whoever said what you don't know won't hurt you lied.
Yes.
So there's a whole world of being pardoned. You talked about the process that you're going through.
Yes.
So the process you're going through versus the process he's going through is different. So what's the process that you're actually going through?
So the process that I'm going through, I went through, instead of going through, do you remember the name of Cornell's?
You're either so it's something in the city of Pittsburgh.
My God.
We watched the episode. I recorded it.
I know, right?
I'll pull
I know
it
it
up
starts
while
with
we're
a
talking.
P.
I'll
Yes,
pull it up
please.
while we're talking.
So
You worked with the college kids.
Yes, right.
Big
So
mistake.
that's what I was going to say. Big
I'm
mistake.
sorry. I'm sorry.
So what happened was, I went to a neighborhood meeting where they had some people there talking about actually helping people get pardons. And there were two law firms there. There was the organization that Cornell works for that Justin's going to tell us in a second. And also there were two colleges, and the two colleges were Pitt and Duquesne. So what I did was I went with the college kids because I felt like, how can you lose? And I'm not saying that I lost. What I'm saying is it's taking a little bit longer than what I expected. It is a long process, guys. It can take up to 4 years. However, when you're dealing with the college students, you can only, your process only moves when they're in session. They're only in session twice a year.
Only twice a year.
Only twice a year. So right now, I'm kind of at a standstill at where my process is going. But at any moment, whenever they come back in session for this school year, I'm going to reach out to them, find out what's going on. And I may have to go with, what is it? We are still working on that. But
I'm very accurate.
Okay,
It's Pittsburgh Community Services Inc. I knew that. I just wanted to make sure that you knew that.
Okay, well, I'm not afraid to say I forgot. So
I forgot too.
PCSI, that's what it is?
Pittsburgh Community Services Inc.
Yes, PCSI. I would suggest that you go with them because they're all year round, and you got my bestie Cornell, and you can call him and say, "Yo, I saw you on DK podcast. I need your help," and he'll be right there to help you.
He will. He's a good guy. He talked about how it was interesting that the position that he's currently in, they wanted somebody like with his background to be in that position.
Yes.
He talked about how he got the position. It was actually on his wedding day, which is a hilarious story.
Yes.
You got to go back and watch that. And he's just talking about how it's really been impactful to him, but to really see other people. So when it comes to dream catchers, and I know a lot of what you want to do is for single moms who are incarcerated and who have been incarcerated and their families. Part of that is the pardon, the reentry, spoiler alert, like different things like that happen. So what are some of the barriers, because it's been a while since we did a podcast, what are some of the barriers you think people face when it comes to getting things like pardons, when it comes to getting just their records expunged? I don't know if that's was that the same thing, getting your records expunged?
No, it's two different things.
Okay, yeah.
So the pardons are for felonies, and the expungement is for like misdemeanors and summary offense and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So what I think that an issue is not knowing. That's the number one thing, that most people don't know that this is even possible. Or if they do know that it's possible, because they did their research online, they always come into money. There's organizations or businesses or companies who do offer it, but they want you to pay. Now the thing about it is, it's not even guaranteed. So when I was looking it up and I was trying to figure out, hey, how can I get this done? It was, you have to wait 10 years. You can't do it before your 10 years is up, right? From your, I think when you were convicted, 10 years of when you were convicted. And by the way, we went $4,000 to $5,000. Okay. So I'm like, I don't, and it's not guaranteed. Okay. You kind of don't want to throw that type of money out for something that's not guaranteed. But the good thing about it is PCSI is free, y'all.
Free.
The colleges are free too. That's why I ended up going with them. That was another reason. But PCSI is free. And like I said, they're all year round. So all you got to do is just reach out to them. And, you have to, I think he said you have to sign up on their website because they are government funded, if I'm not mistaken. That's how they get their money. So you sign up on their website and you give them the information, and they get back to you, and the process goes.
That's pretty cool. So the money is a barrier, right?
I believe so.
It's a barrier to have a record, because sometimes people who have a record, they don't even think they can get employed, right? So your situation is very unique because you are a mail carrier,
right?
Which a lot of people don't even realize you can become one.
Yes.
Right. He's actually working for an organization to get the record removed, and he has a record, which is crazy, right?
Which is cool.
In a good way, right? So that money piece is a very big deal, because when you have a record, it kind of hurts you economically, right? So do you feel like, and this is a loaded question.
Okay. I'm ready.
Do you feel like the money barrier is part of the overall prison industrial complex?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's a money game. It's a money game because they get paid for you being there.
Okay.
Everybody gets paid.
What do you mean by that?
The lawyers get paid.
Okay.
The judges get paid.
Okay.
The jails get paid.
Okay.
Everybody gets paid.
Okay.
But you're the only one. But you know what? You kind of do get paid. It's weird, but you don't get paid. So when you're incarcerated, they give you a job, and then they pay you like pennies on the dollar to do the
Sounds like
job.
Slavery.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely. They ain't paying you what they get paid for you being there. No way. No way. But everybody else is getting paid. So the smart thing about it is to let's bankrupt them.
Okay.
Let's not go into these systems where they're getting paid off of our hard, sweat, tears, all of that. You know, the more that we stay out of there, the less money that they get. They'll have to shut down. Now, granted, some people will lose jobs, but there's other jobs they can get.
Yeah. I remember we're working on a project and we were talking about you having a job while you went away. Mm-hmm. So there was the job where you were going to be outside.
Yeah.
And then you didn't want to do that job.
Absolutely not.
You want to talk about that a little bit?
I finessed it.
So what is so for our audience, let them know what it was.
When I was up Cambridge Springs, before I went to boot camp, they gave out jobs. And one of the jobs that I obtained, or that they gave to me because I didn't ask for it, was to go outside and cut grass. Mind you, I'm allergic to grass.
So you say.
I'm not deathly allergic, but I am allergic. I have seasonal allergies. So when people
all black people got seasonal allergies.
But for real, when people are mowing their lawns and stuff like that, it really irritates me. However, if you knew me back in the day, my eyelids used to be really puffy. I got surgery, got them fixed, but my eyelids used to be really puffy. So what I would do is I would go out there and push the lawnmower for a little bit. Mm-hmm. Then I start rubbing my eyes. And then I make my eyes swell up like really, like, you know what I mean? And so I would go back in like, I told y'all I can't do this. Look what it's doing to me. I'm allergic to it. And they're like, well, we give you medicine every day and you don't go and take it. And I was like, because I'm supposed to take it as needed. I'm not supposed to take it every day. So I guess they got tired of me complaining and whining or whatever. And they put me in the kitchen, which was a better job.
Okay.
Because I got to be around the food.
So you're saying you're not a cook?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course, I know how to cook. But yes, I wasn't cooking. I was actually wiping tables. Okay. Filling up the water jugs. Okay. And I think that was it. I think that was it. I think that's. Oh, and I had to roll up the silverware or the plasticware. I forgot what we was eating with, but I had to roll it up in the napkins.
Yeah. So ultimately, even though you're working, you're not working towards anything of significance.
No.
So you're hamstringed when you come home for the rest of your days if you don't get this record taken care of or you don't know about resources that'll help you get jobs.
Right.
So that's a really big barrier, and this is part of why you have DK is because I know you want to create a list of letting people know not only can you get a job if you have a record, but now you want to do that. So I know that you have a love for law and policy, and I think one of the things that I would like to see, moving forward is you sharing your expertise. Another thing you're going to talk about is financial things. I know that's a big deal for you with Dreamcatchers, and I've witnessed you help yourself financially by just doing some research, right? So I think if you're watching this and you're like, how do I get my record? How do I do that? I would say start with Google. Start with PCSI.
Absolutely.
Just don't be afraid of the process.
Yes.
And make sure you align yourself with the right opportunities. Like you said, the college is kind of start, stop, right? And you would do it differently, right? But experience isn't the best teacher. Other people's experience is the best teacher, and that's why we're doing this podcast. So, what else stuck out to you about Cornell and his work, and anything of significance that you want to share?
No, I was just grateful to hear when he first brought this to me maybe like a few years ago, whatever, because he hasn't really been at this place for long. But when he first brought it to me, I thought it was an awesome opportunity. I really did. And had I known that when I went to this like town hall type thing in Gorefield that PCSI was the company he was going to be working for, then I would have went with them. I got to meet some of his coworkers when I went to this town hall thing, and even being able to be in that room was I don't know. It was empowering. It was divine alignment, because the lady who was teaching it or speaking at the seminar, she had a felony. I cannot remember her name, but it's a black lady. She's well known. She went to jail for money laundering or something like that. Something that had to do with stealing money. I don't remember. Okay. But she had a felony, and so she came back to the hood to give off this information, to let us know, hey, this is not the end. right? And even though I knew it wasn't the end because I was already working for the post office, but it was just nice to know, like, you know, there's ways around it, and I didn't have to give these people my money, these predators. I feel like they're predators because, like I said, it's not even guaranteed.
No.
Like, you know, you're basically asking somebody to forgive you for what you did,
Yeah.
and they got the option to say no.
Yeah.
You know, so with that being a chance, it's like, again, I can't just throw that type of money away
Yeah.
and not be guaranteed anything,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So I'm really grateful for PCSI,
Yeah.
honestly. And I hope to have them on again, if not him, someone else, so they can, you know, share more information, because Cornell is still in his process
Yep,
of getting
he is.
his pardon. So he has people on his books. So he also has himself on his books.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's cool because I think what you're sharing and what I hear you saying, even with like this black lady who did money laundering, you don't have to wait
Right.
for things to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of times in life, just in general, but when you have something significant like a felony on your life and different things like that, people hold back and they don't step out and do things. So I know we're getting ready to land the plane because we got some other stuff we have to do
Absolutely.
for DK.
Absolutely.
Is there anything else that jumps out to you? You know, let's talk about, you know, what it looks like, you know, for you, what life looks like for you once this thing is done, because it's going to happen, right? So what are you going to reach for? What are you not reaching for now that you might reach for in the future, right? And if you need to say, I plead the fifth, I'm good with it, right? Because I ask her questions she'll be prepared for sometimes.
So I'm reaching for the stars.
Okay.
Like, I want this thing to become so big.
When you say this thing, what is this thing?
DK,
What is DK?
Dreamcatcher.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure we're on the same
Dreamcatchers
page.
to become-
Not Danity Kane. I'm
No.
sorry. It's too soon. It's too soon. All right. I'm so sorry.
Leave Diddy alone.
All right. He left me alone. So
Backstory, if y'all knew.
Backstory.
But
not that type of backstory. Now that I think about it, it's a good story.
double entendre.
Double entendre.
How do we do it?
Yes.
I would like Dreamcatchers to become so large that there's no way you can't see it. You know what I mean? I want Dreamcatchers to be like a billboard on the highway that, you know, you're like, dang, I need to find out what's going on with them.
Yeah.
You know, I need to see if I can help or if they can help me.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I can send somebody their way that may need their help.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I want Dreamcatchers to be like the Boys and Girls Club as far as being known.
That level of impact.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Or even like the YMCA.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I just want us to be recognized for helping the community,
Yeah.
shifting families, you know, molding the children's futures. That's I'm shooting for the stars, man.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
And I want DK Podcast to be the #1 podcast.
The top 5.
Sorry,
podcast.
the top 5 podcast.
That's right. DK.
Spitting hot fire.
Spitting hot fire. Thank you.
Across, you know, the world, not even just America, but across the world.
Yeah, yeah. I asked that question because I know in the next couple of weeks here we're going to roll out some type of fundraiser, and
Yes.
people don't give to need; they give the vision.
Right.
So you're casting vision. You're saying, "Hey, this is who we are. This is where we're going, and this is what we're going to do." And my hope is, if you're listening to this and you share this, that you don't just share it on Facebook. We want you to do that. Don't just like it. Don't just comment. I want you to put some money behind it, because at the end of the day, we can't become big if we don't have real resources.
Right.
And we just sat here and talked to you about how the money is flowing to keep people incarcerated after they're incarcerated.
Right.
But with an organization like DK and other organizations, when you give your money to that, it actually goes towards making an impact. Because what would it look like for you, you know, and this is just me, you know, pulling gold out in the moment, but what would it look like for every 10 years you sponsor somebody to get pardoned?
Yeah.
They can put up that 5K, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Stuff
absolutely.
like that. That's real philanthropy, and that's real work that's being done.
Right,
So,
right.
yeah. What else you got for us before we wrap it up?
So next weekend, not this weekend coming, but next weekend, August 24th, we will be having our first annual teen, preteen, tween summit. We will be giving away free book bags with supplies in them. We will be having food, of course, for the children and a few parents that, decide that they want to stick around. And we will be having a conversation, much needed conversation, for the children so that we could teach them how to be comfortable discussing different things, just in general in life, whatever's on your heart.
Okay, yeah. I think that's going to be a great event.
Yes.
And then we have one more event after that, but we won't release that till next week.
Right,
right.
right.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Like, share, comment, tell everybody about us. If you're wondering, I did not have to testify on the trial this summer. I dodged that bullet. If you know, you know, and we're probably going to have to unpack this at some point.
At some point,
So,
they're going to want to know why you didn't walk to where for the Cambodian.
I did not go
breast milk?
uptown for a Cambodian breast milk and
Or
cheesecake. I did not make the band. I did not join the band. So,
Amen. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Holy Spirit,
Yes.
guys. And we will see you on our next episode.
Yep. See you on the next episode.
Hey, guys. Thanks for tuning in to episode 13.2. We truly appreciate it, and we hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Just the FYI, we're going to be having our first annual Teen Summit serving middle school and high school students on August 24th, 2025, located at 5836 Penn Avenue, starting at 4 p.m. We will have good food and well-needed conversation with the children. At the end, we will be supplying book bags with school supplies. Hope to see you there. And you guys, again, have a great week. May you be blessed.